Hello. How's it going, people? Welcome to stream. Welcome. Hope Thursday has treated you well. Big news on Arsenal front, of course. Champions League draw. Havertz has a surgery. And Hincapie, well, I don't know what's going to happen there because Kivior is also dependent on that. But yeah, to make some clearance on what is going on today, we have Josh Gunner. We have Josh Gunner on the channel. How you doing, mate, today? All good today?
Big up Robbo, man. Bless up yourself. Very happy to be on the channel for the first time. Of course, I've been watching your stuff. You know, you do some amazing content. You know, you got a great community as well. So yeah, absolutely pleasure. You know, to be here with you today and you know the chat as well. And yeah, hopefully many more to come. And yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you, bro. I'm not too. Obviously, we had the big UCL draw today, and then we're going to talk about that. And the season's just started, and it's going well so far for Arsenal. Window's going decent, so hopefully we can keep up and actually be successful finally, bro, and actually win something this season. But yeah, bless up, man. Thanks for having me on.
I thank you for coming on. Like, kind of last notice as well, to be honest. Like, kind of just put it in. Like, I threw some names around. Basically, I was hoping to get first things first. I was talking about Arsenal, and I wanted to swerve it. Then I thought something different. I thought, I gotta talk about Arsenal at the end of the day. And thank you for coming on because I thought you might not make it. You know, given that it's last second and everything. But thank you for coming on. Big up, people. Yeah, as we are here, Josh's link is in the description, so don't forget to subscribe to him, show him some love. He's on the way to 20,000 subscribers. Hit 1,500 last night. So big up to you. Congrats on that. Fantastic to see, to be honest, as well. Phenomenal. Thank you for the raid last night. And yeah, like the stream, subscribe if you're new, and leave your thoughts down the live chat. Big up Rasta Stocks. He's a United fan, just for reference.
I'm black guy, man.
I embrace the pain, Phil. If you don't know, dude, the mighty Grimsby. You know, that was a comedy show, to be honest. Yesterday, like watching that, especially the penalties. United could have lost that game, to be honest, like 7-3, 7-2, something like that. It was a weird one.
Yeah.
Big up Andrew. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Andrew, man.
Big up. The Champions League looks gettable. Well, in group stages, maybe. We must
group stages, yeah.
18 to 22 points. So 24 is the max, right? 8 games. 18 I can see. We'll see. Pray for Bayern and all that stuff is coming back, probably, no?
Yeah, back again with that.
Big up BBK. Go subscribe to BBK as well. Show him some love. Big up Anthony. Big up. And Arteta. Big up Arteta.
Yeah.
You like
this? Anthony West calls me Arteta. Like, he's done it for years. I don't see it, man.
You have a lot of those, to be honest. Arteta. You have Pedro Neto.
I got Pedro Neto. I got Declan Rice today. I got Kai Havertz. I got everyone, man. It's great.
Send you the image. You look like it a bit. Like grow out your beard and everything, goatee and mustache, and you look like it.
Who's the guy you called me the other day?
To be honest, I have no idea. I saw him in a movie I watched.
From medieval times or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. Like the evil cousin, like the one that tries to poison someone to get inheritance and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
Big up Oaxaca. Another United fan in the chat. Sheshko first full game, he cramped up. That's why he wasn't taking the pen. People reading all kind of BS into it. To be honest, I didn't want Sesko, and luckily we didn't get him, to be honest, because he was I think there was a stat I read that he was the first player in football history or something weird like that, or United's history, that he played and he had 8 mistakes or something like that. It was wild.
Wow.
Like for the time he played, they deserved the win. Yeah, 100%. They deserve the win. They should have won the game. As long as we don't play them, we don't lose. I'm happy. You just put an end into Arteta. That is why.
Yeah.
Big up Rich 99. Hope you're doing well today, my bro.
Rich, bro. Top guy.
Yeah, go subscribe to Rich. He has Rasta Stocks channel. Big up AJ, the hardest working mod in the community. Big up AJ. Rasta Stocks link in the chat. Rich's link in the chat. I think BBK should be next, but yeah, he didn't do much wrong. Not much good either. Like it's the basic understanding. Like Sesko wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, Gyökeres also wasn't too great in the first game. He felt like a headless chicken. At the same time, he made some good runs. We just didn't find them. Like, let's just put it that way. he wasn't the worst. So we're gonna get into this straight away, since people are asking this, since I think it's also the hot topic at the moment. UCL, Champions League. I should have it somewhere. Like, I'm gonna pull it up if I can, if it works, probably. Yes, here we go. UCL. Bayern Munich at home. Pray for Bayern.
Pray for Bayern, back again.
Yeah. Inter again, away. Another stinkfest, potentially. Another 56 or somewhat crosses we are expecting. Atletico Madrid at home.
Simeone, mate. Yeah. Simeone.
A manager a lot of us want, by the way, as well. We'll see. Many people, Arsenal fan base, many people, including myself, to be honest, I wouldn't mind Simeone replacing Mikel Arteta.
All day long, mate. Yeah.
That will be a nice audition. And trust me, if we lose that game, it will be interesting. If we win that game, it will be even more nuts. Everyone will come out of the hidings from their corners and caves and everything. It's going to be wild. Club Brugge away, I expect that to be a nuts game. I think that is going to be tough. Olympiacos, we can run it back the clock. Remember the last time Olympiacos we played and Aubameyang missed the sitter in the last second?
El Arabi settings, wasn't it? El Arabi winner. Oh my God. Yeah.
Slavia Prague, we have beaten them, so that's not a big thing.
Yeah.
Kairat Almaty, who just eliminated
Celtic. Thank God that game's at home as well. Otherwise, it's going to Kazakhstan, mate. That's mad. Minus 15, 20 degrees over there, people.
Oh, it's not that cold there.
Is it not?
No.
Because I remember Chelsea played Astana, right? They're Kazakhstan as well. And it was like mad. Maybe not.
Oh, it drops. Yeah, the average temperature in December, February is between -9 and -12. Well, thankfully we are not going there. And of course, Bilbao Athletic, who we beat at home in the Emirates Cup, the only trophy we might lift this season potentially. But yeah, your thoughts on this?
Well, I've seen quite a lot of people say, they're happy with it. I mean, I get some games. I look at it personally, obviously, Bayern Munich at home. As you said earlier, Robbo, pray for Bayern. We're back again trending before the game. And even at kind of their worst under Tuchel, when they won nothing, they still done us, didn't they? To be fair, like at the Emirates, I thought we played all right, but I think we should have won that game in that first day. That going back to that 2-2 game when we last played them.
That Saka dive or pen? Was it a pen or was it a dive from Saka? That the thing that I think the big conspiracy.
Yeah, bro. I think it was. I'll be real, and people may get mad at this. I think it was a dive.
Same. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it was a dive, bro. I think he went down too. I mean, he was looking for it, and I think he went down too easily. But yeah, I mean, Bayern Munich for me. I mean, it's Bayern Munich people. Like they got company now as manager, different manager, a few other new players for them. Obviously, Elise. Of course, Harry Kane returns. I think it's Bayern Munich, man. Like we've got to get one over them because how many times we go year in year out and they always do us. So yeah, that's gonna be a fantastic home game. Inter away. I mean, they got a new manager. They haven't got Inzaghi anymore. Of course, he's gone to Saudi. They've got this Romanian manager who's at Parma last year in Serie A, and he's been doing all right for them. We know Inter plays away from home as well. We played them last season, right? Done us 1-0. Always going to be a tough game.
Oh, they have the legend Christian Kivu as the manager.
Yeah. Former legend of theirs as well, their manager. They've been looking all right. Obviously, I think they're not the same, but again, it's still going to be one of those games. Inter, they're going to give us a great game going away from home. Atleti is the one out of all of these that I fear the most. Simeone rocking up to the Emirates. Yeah, low block. One of the dirtiest low blocks you'll see. But the thing with them is Simeone does it to perfection. He knows exactly how to set up. He knows exactly how to get a result, I think. And especially with their attack as well at times, like they're going to have Alvarez in there. He's going to be easy.
They have Sorloth, Griezmann.
They got Sorloth, that Norwegian guy, scoring goals. Griezmann's still there. I think they signed a few new players in the window. They signed Ujiri from Atalanta. Last season, who just came in for them. So, yeah, this is the team that I feel the most out of all. Like maybe people.
They have Aleix Baena as well now. They signed Aleix Baena.
Is that the Villarreal player who was balling out? Yeah, bro. So listen.
Go.
Yeah, no, I was it's like Simeone kind of to the Emirates. Obviously, the last time we played them 2018 on the Wenger, and I remember that game to put like that first leg. It was 1-1 draw because I think Koscielny slipped or something, and then I think Griezmann scored. But that first leg against them, like we battered them, we scored about, like we had about 10, 20 shots, and then we never took our chances, and then they done us
Oblak.
in. Yeah,
Oblak.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
always
But
goalkeeper De Gea or Oblak or someone who becomes.
yeah, facts, bro. But yeah, Atleti is the one that I kind of fear the most. Club Brugge away, it's going away in Belgium. I think that's doable. Olympiacos, we still got nightmares from flipping El Arabi people in Europa League.
He
But
oversees
yeah, I mean, we should do them at home. Slavia Prague, again, as you said, we beat them in Europa League, didn't we, a few years ago? Again, away it could be tough in Czech Republic, and then that Kazakhstan team at home. I mean, come on, fair play to them. Credit due to them. You beat Celtic, a massive football club, to be here. But with all due respect, we should be walking through them. And then Bilbao away. I mean, even last year, Bilbao, I think Man United, what was it, 4-0 Man United in Europa League last semi-final. So
Man United done them over,
we played them I know it's only preseason, but we played them already 3-0. They got some all right players, I think. Again, away in Spain, potentially, but I think we should win majority of these. The ones I'm obviously right about is the Atleti one and maybe the Inter away one. I reckon Bayern may be a draw. So overall, I mean, it could have been worse. I think it could have been a lot worse with some of the teams in there. I think we should be making top 8, bro. I think that should be
top 8.
What we should be doing.
We should win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we need about 20 points, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I look at last season. We made top 8 with. I mean, who we lose to? We lost to Inter, didn't we? And then we drew with Atalanta 0-0, and I think we won the other games after that. But I think it's actually harder than this year's harder than the one the thing we last season, because I think we play like Zagreb, Shakhtar, Monaco, Sporting Lisbon, when they had a different, they didn't have Almiron, did they? And we backed them 5-1, and then it was Atalanta, the 0-0, Inter, when we lost 1-0. PSG we played as well, and obviously we beat, didn't we?
Yeah.
The 2-0 game. So, and then I think it was Girona.
Girona.
Yeah. So I kind of think this is going to be a bit more hard. But listen, like Champions League, I was saying before the draw, I want to play the best of the best, man. Like I wanted Barcelona, but overall, I'm reasonably happy with that, to be fair, bro.
Although I wanted a bit of a so-called shithousery teams. I was asking for Juventus, Galatasaray, Atletico Madrid, and all them. I was asking for all of them. But yeah. To be honest, we should be top 8 to get automatic qualification. We should be able to do it. We should be able to do it. But we know how Arsenal roll in these situations, to be honest.
Yep.
That for me is the biggest worry. Like everyone said, Shakhtar at home, easy game. We lucky goal, and that's the only thing we did against them, because it hit the post, then hit the goalkeeper on the back and trickled over the line after Martinelli's shot. It was. So I don't like it. It could get tough. It could get tough, especially if we lose one of those home games or even draw them against Olympiacos. Okay. Almaty, maybe not so much, but Olympiacos I'm looking at more. It could be very big. For me, the most intriguing game is Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, definitely.
For me, no matter how you look at it, it's the most intriguing game overall.
As old club as well, isn't it? Coming back.
So
that's gonna be interesting to see. And obviously, I think that's the one I look at the most. If it was away, if it was in Atleti, I would have bro, because I think they got one of the best home records in Europe, don't they?
One of the best atmospheres as well, at least in Spain.
They're so good at home. So thankfully, they're we have them at the Emirates. Same with Bayern as well, but it's still not going to be easy at all, mate.
100%. But we got decent draw. I think Spurs lucked out heavily with the draw which they got, and City, well, they're low-key screwed to some extent if they don't again shape up if they go the last year's route in this. But I think we should be getting in the top 8. That's at least my opinion. We should be able to get in the top 8 with these games, at least looking on paper. But we all know that football is not played on the paper, and that is the biggest worry, no matter how you look at it. And
very true.
Also, the big thing is how injury is going to affect us. Because Bayern Munich game is in, when is it even? September sometime. I don't even know the schedule at the moment.
They've not released it yet, have they? So we can play them anytime, really, Bayern Munich. It could be the last game, it could be the first game.
depends who we play first, because if we play Munich first, for example, at home,
Yeah.
and even Saka is going to be out for a month, they speculate, let's just put it that way. Like, it again becomes a bit more trickier than people would expect, let's just put it that way. All right. It depends, obviously, how the schedule goes, because let's just say, if we play, how did we play? We play Liverpool now, then we have international break, then we play Forest, then we have City at home, then we have Newcastle away, and we have West Ham at home. And if we, let's just say, the Champions League, I don't know when the first game is, but if it's between City and Newcastle, and we play, let's just say, even in Atletico Madrid at home, it's gonna be hell. Or in one league or the other league, it's gonna definitely test us. And I think I still believe that the drop off in the squad, yes, we have sort of so-called depth, but it's not yet still, in my opinion, if we are looking at it overall. I just put it that way. Yeah, interesting. It'll be interesting to see. At least Champions League is going to be back. It'll be interesting to watch some games finally, international level, in club competitions at least. It's not going to be like Club World Cup or something.
Yeah,
but
very true.
I'm just hoping that at least, let's just say, I don't know, even Kairat from Kazakhstan does an upset. I just want a small underdog story, like we saw yesterday against United. I want something like that as well. Everyone loves a good underdog story to some extent.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely,
that would be kind of nice. Hey, nobody's cussing Shakhtar, you know.
No, I wasn't. Do you know what? Shakhtar gave us a good game last season, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, like, we only beat them 1-0, and I think was it Martinelli who scored or Gabriel?
Yeah, it was lucky. It was very lucky goal.
Yeah, I think they had a really good chance towards the end, Shakhtar, to get the equaliser, if I can remember. I think it was a save from maybe Ryan goal. And they, like, looking at the backstory of that, they had to travel like 18 hours or something just to get, because obviously what's going on, everything like that. And they turned up and they gave us a really good game. So I'm not dissing Shakhtar, man. Shakhtar top. Big up Andrew Lowe, man. I know that's your country, so bless up, bro. Bless up, Shakhtar.
Yeah. But yeah, like, it could be tough. Right? But yeah, it's very interesting. But obviously, when something interesting happens at Arsenal, something dark happens at Arsenal as well, if you want to look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Kai Havertz is going to have a surgery. The speculation is he's going to be out for single-digit weeks, which is so vague, like you cannot imagine, as they say. Single-digit weeks. It can be, it's not going to be 2 weeks, but it can be month, 2 months, 2.5 months. But obviously, many people are not the biggest fan of Kai Havertz. Like, he does something, but he doesn't do, let's just say, much in those terms. But even him out is upsetting. It is definitely upsetting because imagine if, let's just, God forbid, Gyökeres is going with Sweden international duty. He gets injured, right? Like, then what?
Yeah, then what? Who's up front? What, Marino again?
Most likely, or Martinelli, maybe, something like that. But Havertz is going to have a surgery, which for me is like, I don't know how you feel about the situation. Like, season just started already. We have like 4 or 5 injuries. We need the surgery already, and
bro, it's why it's like we got more injuries. Saka's out, you know, for however long it is. You know, I reckon he's going to be out for another 3-4 weeks. Obviously, maybe not in a Forest, but again, I wouldn't hold my breath for Saka returning for that game. People, Havertz now injured, like, it's just, and now we're having operations and all that. People can say it's just bad luck, but I think, you know, we got to look more in depth on why we're getting these injuries, because look at last season as well. Like, it was a disgrace amount of injuries we got last season. I think it's a number of reasons personally. I think one of the reasons, I think you got to look at the manager in terms of some of these games. He really didn't need to play Saka last season against who's it? Preston North End, was it? Or was it Bolton? Yeah. One of those teams in the Carabao Cup. There's no need. You know, it's Carabao Cup round 3, right? Round 4. It's the early rounds against these League One championship teams. You can play someone else there. You don't have to play Saka every single game on sale. And then look what happened to him, you know, last season. But I feel like he's done this quite a lot as a manager, where he overplays his players and he runs them down into the ground. And I just don't understand it when it's not all on, of course, Arteta, but I don't get it when, even when we sign players, or we have one of the worst injury records a club has, I think, because even if a player has never been injured before, like, the prime example, I think, was Partey when he came into Arsenal, right? This guy had I think he missed 7 games in his Atletico Madrid career, right?
Yeah, in like 8
And
years or 9 years.
in 8-9 years, and that was, I think that was illness or something. He never got injured. As soon as he comes to Arsenal, right, he gets injured every single season. So why is that then? You know, and then even the example of Arteta, I'm sure you saw the Timber interview, right? When he had to play through injury against PSG, for example. I think we had Zubimendi play against Man United because he was, to be fair, he was injured. I think he was ill. But yeah, that we have a lot of these, and already look, we're 2 games into the season, we've got about 3-4 players out, you know, and Havertz is now gone for operation. Of course, we don't wish injury on anyone, but the next thing I'll say is recruitment as well. At times, I feel like the injuries that we've had over the years, and especially last season, again, it goes back to recruitment. You know, he had to keep playing Saka because we never actually decided to go and get a bit of competition for the guy. We never actually decided to go into window and actually sign a backup for Saka. How many times was we crying out for just someone there, something different to Saka? Because this is what happens at the end of the day. So, you know, with Havertz, like, I think it actually opened up. Obviously, you don't wish injury, but actually made the club realize, hold on a minute, we have to act in signing another attacker now. And then we ended up signing Eze, of course. I kind of feel like if Havertz doesn't get injured, I think we see a different story over the transfer window. Like, I think, you know, because we all, before Havertz got injured, like, there was no talk about Eze to Arsenal. It slowed down completely because Ethan signed a new deal. You know, Dalman was coming through. Odegaard's there as well. So there's no talk of Arsenal signing Eze. Thankfully opened up their eyes and hold on a minute, we're actually going to have to act now. We've got to sign another attacker. So yeah, I mean, I look at it and I think it doesn't surprise me. It's not going to, and I wouldn't be surprised if we keep getting these injuries. Part of me, again, like, maybe it's something going on behind the scenes, because maybe we will have to look at how they train. Because like last season when we went to Dubai, Havertz got injured in training, no? Last season in Dubai.
An easy fair weather training or something.
In a I think there was in a press injury or something, right? Just a pressing, and he got injured. Like, I just don't understand. Like, players getting injured in training, of course, and then quite a lot of these Andrew said it, the cursed car park, right?
Yeah.
Quite a lot of these players are getting similar injuries as well, for example. You know,
the same
yeah. So it's something going on. Like, it shouldn't be, and a lot of people last season use that as an excuse on why we won nothing. Right? Oh, the injuries, the referees, PGM, whatever they call it, right? That's why we didn't win. So, you know, I kind of feel like this is like another excuse for the manager. You know, if he doesn't win anything, oh, the injuries, oh, this player's out, that player's out. No, you got to look at why we're getting these injuries. You got to look at recruitment as well. If we actually had players in certain positions that could have replaced when needed, I think we would have been fine. But, you know, I will not be surprised, Robo, if we continue getting these injuries, to be fair, bro.
Oh, no, I'm expecting it already. I know it's very bad to say, but I'm kind of expecting them to happen. And potentially, maybe it could happen to the same players, but it's also very, I don't want to say unique, but as Mikel says, it's an anomaly. But let's just use that word for the sense of the situation, that it happens to our most durable players. Saka, Havertz, Odegaard, Gabriel,
yeah.
Rice as well. The ones that usually never get injured. Like that for me is the biggest worry. And if I look at the situation, like last year playing Declan Rice with broken toe.
Yeah.
Odegaard plays full 90 against Chelsea, then goes to Norway. They basically says you're stupid coming to Norway national team.
Yeah.
Send him back and everything. Like,
Gabriel played against I think, was it PSV when we were 7-1 up?
Yeah, full game.
Leg.
Pretty much full game. Yeah.
Why would you play him in the second leg with 7-1 up, aren't it? And then I think the next game he got injured against Fulham, wasn't it? Or something like that.
Yeah. It happens all the time like that. Same as, for example, Bukayo Saka, he plays like almost full game, if not full game, even though we are 4-0 up or 4-1 up against West Ham. Like, why? It's like 60th minute, we're 4-1 up. Like, why are you still playing him? Like, it may seem like a small portion of minutes, 20 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier, 15 minutes earlier, but over the course of the season, with how gruesome and excruciating is the schedule, it adds up. It helps, like, no matter how you look at it. That for me is the biggest weirdness, because it's either medical staff is, well, shit. I'll just say it as it is. Or Mikel Arteta does something to them. Or he doesn't listen to the medical staff or something. And both of them cannot be true. Like it cannot be that they're bad and Mikel Arteta doesn't listen to them. So it's either they're bad and it is what it is, or they actually tell them the truth and Mikel, I don't say ignores it, but something to the same point, because Timber, as well as you mentioned, said in the interview that he doesn't feel much, but when he moves, he feels massive excruciating pain. Maybe nothing shows on scans, but when he moves, he feels the massive pain and it's very hard for him to move. And the medical staff says, well, you're okay to play. Like, something is not adding up there.
Right, yeah. No.
Like, it makes no sense in those terms overall. So I don't know what's happening with all of that. Like, it's such a weird situation. Like, all the injury-free players get injured, and we still sign injury-prone players, which is also a weird thing for me. Like, we either make them or we sign one. Like, it kind of makes no sense. And it's usually to key positions as well with no backups most of the time. And that is like recruitment issue instantly. With the money spent, you should have a backup anyways. When you look at it that way.
Yeah.
Question for us, who can't speak. Would you sell Odegaard to fund Lookman and a backup 9, like, for example, like Ivan Toney?
We know the manager whenever saw his son, Odegaard, like father and son, to be honest. Odegaard and Arteta, right? He's not getting rid of him. To fund Lookman and a backup like Ivan Toney. For me,
whoever, like.
Listen, I still think, it may sound greedy, but I still think we need another left winger for this end of the window, to be honest with you. I want to sell Odegaard, to be honest with you, this because of the last season. I feel like he was awful last season. Don't get it twisted, right? Captain and you perform like that is unacceptable. I'll give him one more season for me personally, right? If he's the exact same as he was last season or it's not up to the standard, you got to be ruthless. I don't care if he's captain, right? I don't care if he's been if he's a fan favorite, right? You have to step up this season, Odegaard. If he has another bad season like he did last year, you have to move on. You can't or drop him. This is why I said, and what I will say about this season, I say have Eze and playing what Odegaard's playing. Because then Odegaard, I hope he'll wake him up and realize, hold on a minute. Because that's what we didn't have last season. We didn't have because he sold Smith Rowe to Fulham. He loaned Vieira out to Porto. We had no other one, and he didn't trust Ranieri. I don't care what people want to try and say. He's young. Yeah, he didn't trust Ranieri in that position anyway. He played him out wide when Saka and everyone else got injured, right? So at the end of the day, we had no one else there. Now we've got Eze there. You play Eze there. And Odegaard, hold on a minute. Oh shit! Sorry for my language, by the way. I've got actual, I've got actual competition now, right? I need to step up. Hopefully, it steps up his game, or taking the cap. As Tony Adams said it perfectly, and he got absolutely slated by our own fans. Yeah, he said take the captaincy off of him. It maybe free up a bit of freedom for the guy. Because you think about, Arsenal captain, you've probably got that added pressure as well. It's a big, it's your Arsenal captain, mate.
Mental burden to some extent, maybe. Maybe he cannot carry the weight.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a number of things I think we can do. But if he performed the same way, I would look to sell him. I really would. But this window, we should be having, we should be going, forget about selling for now. Just go and get this left winner in. That's got to be done for me, end of this window. I still think we need that left winner, proper out-and-out left winner to really complete this window for me.
Yeah. So the backup question, should we be selling Odegaard to fund Rodrigo?
If it funds Rodrigo, yeah. Because we've got a top class left winner.
Don't be careful, goodbye instantly.
Because we've got top class left winner, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, you talk about Rodrigo here, people. You're talking about Rodrigo here. So, yeah.
I would, Go.
If it meant if sell Odegaard to get Rodrigo, all day long.
Yeah, like for me, it's the buddy ball that happens in job for the boys type of situation at the club. Like Arteta has his favorites. They play every single game, and they can do no wrong. I don't know if it's in Arteta's eyes or whose eyes, but they literally cannot do no wrong because it feels like Odegaard can drop literally -5 out of 10 performance, and he's still going to be the main man. It doesn't matter. Like, that for me is one of the biggest issues here, that we treat it as as Arteta says, family. But
family, yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a football club. It's also a business, whether you like it or not. And football also is like a business in terms that it's a cruel sport. There is no friends in all of this. Yes, there is some friends, but it also goes to a certain extent only. After that, it's just financial decisions at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, whether the fans like it or not, whether the manager likes it or not. At some point, you have to cut the ties. And that for me is the biggest thing. Okay, so I also have a question. How do we really rate Odegaard? Do we give him one last chance? Do we rate him, sell, and move on?
Yeah, sort of what I said a few minutes ago, really, with that one. You know, as I said, like you need to step up now. Hopefully, he does. You either take the captain's armband off of him and give it to Declan Rice or Gabriel. I think they're born, captains. I think they're leaders. I think they'll grab a game by a scruff of the neck. I think they won't be shy to express sort of, get into some of these players. I don't think Odegaard does that. When I was at a few games last season, I specifically watched Odegaard. Yeah, I want to see how is he moving as a captain? Doesn't talk on the pitch. How can you be a captain and not talk on the pitch? When they're doing like the team huddle, right? Is he saying, yeah, come on? No, it's Declan Rice. I'm noticing do that. Rice seems to be the more vocal one at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, I just don't see Odegaard as captain material. I get you get captains that sort of vocal. I mean, I think we had a Batman as captain, didn't we? We had him as captain because it's a Batman sort of thing. Like, and I know you get captains, you can get captains like that, but we're the situation we're in right now as a club. We need to win a Premier League title, right? We need to win a Champions League. Okay, Odegaard, I'm sorry, as a captain, I don't see him taking us off a line to that. You get someone like Declan. I mean, you think about it, we had Patrick Vieira. We had the guy who said it himself, Mr. Arsenal, Tony Adams, right? Proper leaders, man, proper captains in these big games, right? That you need someone to, guide you through it. Those two would always step up. I don't see Odegaard doing that. I don't see Odegaard doing that. This is facts. Well, Rice told off party for getting yellow card. Odegaard was just nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. Exactly that. So, yeah, go on.
Yeah, for me, from what I see, Declan Rice is one of the two most vocal players on the pitch. Obviously, it's also looking from TV and everything, from camera angles and everything. But for me, Declan Rice is one that talks a lot, at least in those dead ball situations when something happens or something needs to be done. He usually is one of the vocal ones. And the other one is Gabriel. Because if he has to make some sort of a tackle, which he should not be making in certain situations, first thing he does is gets up and literally kicks everyone's ass. Instantly, and people say he might have language barrier because he doesn't know English, but he's been here for 4 years almost. So that also should not be an issue. Like for me, it's Rice and Gabriel because, like, remember, they came out. Tony Adams, right? I'm mixing all the names up. Who said that Odegaard shouldn't be captain?
Tony Adams, yeah.
Adams, he said. And instantly, next day, Arteta interview says the lads took, and it was pretty much a one but a landslide, that Odegaard should be the captain, right?
They did a vote, didn't they? Yeah.
PR, damage control, and all this stuff quite heavily. It smelt of that, right? But I was just thinking, imagine if Arteta actually had the balls, right? The cojones, as Tredini says, and for certain game or certain games in a row, for example, he just drops the captain. What would other players think? What message that would send to other players? Because there should be a point where something like that happens, and they sit here and think, "Oh, damn, this is getting serious. He's dropping our favorite we all voted for. Something is changing. We cannot go on like this. We cannot half-ass the games and everything. Like something needs to change in those terms." Plus, Odegaard always gets subbed off, which also pisses me off. Every single game,
always gets. I think that's got to be a record, surely.
Yeah, he's the most subbed off captain.
Most subbed off captain, people.
Yeah, like that is the nuts part. He gets subbed. Like I don't remember how many was it, but I last year was looking at the stat. Like he had played about 200 games now plus for Arsenal, like 200 games, right? And he has been subbed off in like 40% of them. And it's usually also happens around 60th, 70th minute. It's just like and it's usually at the time when we need a goal or we are on a draw and we need a winning goal, tying goal, and you just take off the captain. Like you never see, let's just say, sub off Vieira in that instance. Tony Adams,
No.
none of those guys never get subbed off in these crucial situations. They are the ones that lead the ship, basically. Like that is the nuts part. Is what attitude and discipline on the field. Yeah, exactly. Odegaard has had only 1 assist. That's good enough. The 15 goals, 11 assist season, that's it. That one good season, and he's still living off it. Like Martinelli to some extent, but patience with Martinelli is 10 times thinner than with Odegaard.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of hard to imagine why. Because Odegaard, for me, slows down the game, does too much touchy on the ball, does spinneroonies like Booker T and everything. And also when he came off against Leeds and Maguire came on, we looked much more fluid, direct, quicker passing, much more creative in the attack, much more direct. And it's weird. It's kind of weird situation with Odegaard. Like people say he's made as a scapegoat, just like Martinelli to some extent, just like Kai Havertz to some extent. But performances are there. Like, if you look at it, performances are there because for Odegaard, most of the time, he runs a lot. He leads the press. But you can also do that without captaincy. You can lead the press. You can give armband to Rice, and Arteta just says Odegaard leads the press for this game and everything. And that for me is the weird one because something is not clicking there. Whether it's the mental block, whether it's just the captain's armband is too heavy. He's also captain for Norway, and it's also nuts because when he got injured last year for Norway in that international break, he came off. They couldn't score, they couldn't create a chance. He came off, they instantly scored 3 goals straight afterwards. Like, there should be something to it, arguably. 16 legs, people. Big up to you all. That's
big
quite
up,
nice. My production, he's long. Yeah, but overall, yeah. See, Odegaard's factually the most subbed off captain in Arsenal's history. Like,
crazy.
That is telling a lot. Literally telling a lot. Arteta turned into himself, yeah. But yeah, it's actually kind of insane. And of course, let's talk about this as well because we have to, because we need to hear you pronounce this name.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Arsenal basically on direct talks with Bayer for Piero Hincapie and deal with personal terms is never an issue. Fabrizio Romano has also said that and everything. And basically, most likely loan with obligation. And basically, all this sits on the situation that if we can get him, give your goals to Porto at the end of the day. It looks like that. And what did I read? Oh, I read today that apparently, according also to, I don't know, it was The Athletic or someone credible, let's just put it that way, said that Andrea Berta is just giving them an ultimatum, 36 or 48 hours to make their decision or the deal is off or something like that. Basically, he's playing hardball. He's not waiting for them. He's pushing the narrative, let's just say, to make the decision. But what you make of this one? What you make of Hincapie?
Yeah, Hincapie. Hincapie. We got there, people. We got there. Yeah, listen, I'll start with him because I feel like I'm not gonna sit here and lie, like, you know, with not a lot about him from Leverkusen. Big part why they went invincible.
Yeah.
Can play left back and centre back as well, of course. Definitely suits obviously the manager Arteta. We know how he loves to have these what do they call it, hybrids and all that, like it's a car or something. People, it's crazy. Like, you know, they can play centre back, left back, and all that. So, and we've got quite a lot of those players, don't we? So definitely suits what Arteta wants, really. I kind of see him coming in as a left back. Or, you know, what I've seen of him, he looks very, very good going forward. Can overlap really well. You know, quite quick as well as a defender. Really, really quick. 6 foot as well. So we'll have a field day again on set pieces and building a team like NBA players as always. So that's always handy, isn't it? And you know, the big thing for me is can he defend at the end of the day? You know, as a defender. Big Andrew, man, with the pronunciations. Yeah, can he defend? You know, that's a big thing. I feel like, you know, we have Kala there who is good going forwards, you know, very good going forward, but I feel like even maybe his left back overall and how Arteta wants to use the left back, because at times even Skelly gets caught out, I think, positionally, and even he's a midfielder, isn't he? Call's a centre back, we're paying out a left back, of course.
Yeah.
So it's like defensively, he's always been the concern at left back. If it's going to come in and sort that out, and we have very similar to how we got with Timber, you know, you look how solid Timber is at right back, and very good going forward. And I think we've got a very good player here on our hands as well. So yeah, I mean, I like the signing. On the flip side of this is the Kiwior situation. I look at the price tag, £22 million. You know, is that it? Like people say, oh, it's not your money, and people say, oh, you know, just be grateful. Nah, £22 million. I'm sorry, people. This is like, I'm bored of saying it, but Arsenal, sick and tiring how bad we are at selling. Selling players, bro. Like
Oxlade still holds the crown.
How is he still got the crown at what is it, £33 million?
Something insane. Like,
yeah, we're in 2025, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is our highest sold player. Our second highest sold player is Nicolas Anelka, and he left in what to Real Madrid in what was it, 98? Probably got the year on, but even so, people, like, if Liverpool Football Club can get 40 mil for Quensa, how on earth are we not getting anywhere near that? We're getting £22 million for Kiwior.
It's insane. It's actually insane.
It doesn't make, like, Kiwior last season, yeah. I thought, look, there we go. That's in euros as well, isn't it?
So yeah, that's in euros, yeah.
If you convert it to pounds, people, it's about £33 million for Oxlade-Chamberlain. There we go, 99, Nicolas Anelka. Alexis, I think Alexis was we got nothing for. It was a swap deal, wasn't it, with Mkhitaryan?
Technically, yeah.
Something like that. Cesc coming in at 34 million euros. Smith Rowe.
That's the one last year. That's about it. And
last year.
The Van Persie,
Iwobi, Balogun,
and then on
Eddie.
Joe Willock went for nuts money if you think about it in those terms. But yeah, Nasri, Andre, like there's no recent sales besides Balogun, Nketiah, Smith Rowe, and Joe Willock. Technically, everything is from 2010s or before. There's nothing from 2020s, pretty much. Nothing,
bro. It's just ridiculous, because half these players anyway, like I think I showed it the other day with our wage bill. It's an absolute disgrace the amount of money these players are on. Yeah, some players and this is why we struggle to sell, I think, at times as well, because we put these players on a ridiculous amount of money and expect teams to come in and pay big money for them. And at the same time, in negotiations as well, I just don't. I feel like we get walked over. I said, like, I look at Liverpool, Chelsea, these big clubs. Yeah, they get big money for some washed up players. They're washed people, right? Kiwior, I think, was quite solid last season. It wasn't. I don't think it was spectacular.
Yeah.
But the Real Madrid game, I thought he did his thing, right? Yeah. I thought, I remember the Palace game, the 2-2. He looked really, he looked decent. Nothing spectacular, but we should be getting Polish international, right? He's been Arsenal many years now. Played quite a bit last season. We should be getting more than £22 million. We should be getting at least £40 million. Okay, and there's no excuse, because Liverpool got Quensa, Van der Berg. Yeah, they sell Van der Berg for £30 million. Yeah, they sold players like Carvalho for this amount. They sold Quensa for 40 million. 35.
Mostly guys you don't even know who they are.
You don't even know these people, but yeah, they get mad money for them, and we don't. So it's so frustrating, man. Like, I mean, Kiwior going again. I'm not. A lot of people are gutted that he's going. I'm not gutted that he's going. I think he's a decent backup, decent squad, but I feel like this guy coming in, hopefully, is going to be better than him. And obviously, we've got Mosquera coming in now. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I kind of see Hincapie. I'm not going to go bother going there. I might just call him Piero or something like that.
Piero, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to buy his first name. Forget the second name. I think he'll play. I can see him as a left back a lot next season with Arsenal.
Can he invert?
Listen. That's
the question.
That's a big question, isn't it? That's a big question. We know Arteta loves this inverted crap, on the left. Have we actually even, like, I don't think we've actually got a natural left back at the club anymore, do we? Because we've got rid of Tierney.
Yeah,
like an out complete left back, like Tierney was, by the way. We haven't got that anymore. So obviously this Piero guy coming in is naturally a centre back, isn't he? Like Timber. I think Timber's a centre back. So many players. Calla, a centre back. Lewis Skelly, a midfielder. Zinchenko, a midfielder. But yeah, they're all playing fullback or wherever really. So yeah, I mean, listen, I think decent signing. I think we need one more though, bro. I think we need a left winger, bro. That's what we need.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. For me, the nuts part is that Aston Villa what was it? Chelsea, let's just say, this transfer window has made 300 million in sales. How long do we have to sell players till we make 300 million?
Wait, they made 300 million
on sales this summer.
In one window?
Yes, in one window, yes. Aston Villa in the last 3 years has sold more than Arsenal under Arteta in the 6 years as well. That for me is that those things are the ones that really grind my gears when you look at it. Hopefully with Berta coming in, to be honest, that changes. That is the hope, isn't it? Like if we can buy now players, hopefully that also goes away, also goes for outgoings, not just incomings. Like hopefully, yeah. Andrews is the same thing. Berta will adopt the hell end selling strategy like Liverpool and City do. Chelsea are different. Chelsea are untouchable in those terms.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, we can also hopefully also no players for free. We don't cut them for free. Let's just put it that way. That also is the case. Big up abs.
Abs, bro. Top guy, man. Big up.
We also are looking close to selling to who wants the player. Like that's the other part. We have under Edu and all them man have put players on such insane wages that nobody wants them. Even if the player would be desirable, like Zinchenko on players, but he's on 150 a week. Who's gonna take him? There are talks that next summer some Bundesliga teams, obviously vague rumors, that they want Havertz. How much can we get for Havertz when he's on 285 a week? Like serious talk.
Even Reece Nelson's on over 100 grand, isn't he?
He's on 100 straight up.
100 grand a week. Reece Nelson, and he's not played for the club. Well, I know he played the preseason, but he's not played a full for 2 years now. He's been on loan, hasn't he? Ridiculous, man. It's absolutely
living off that Bournemouth goal still to this day, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's why he got those 100k a week. Like it's insane. Like looking at Zubimendi, for example, I'm okay. He's on 75 grand a week. I'm all cool because under Edu 100% that would be like 150 or 160 instantly. Given that, for example, Merino went from 55 to 150, 120, something like that. Calafiori as well from 12k to 120. From Bologna, you come to Arsenal, you get 10 times salary increase. Kivior went from 2 grand at Spezia.
Wow.
To 58 grand at Arsenal. 29 times salary increase if you're looking those terms. Like, how? Like, it's actually insane. By the way, off topic a bit. Before I went live, I saw Chelsea and United have agreed a deal, 40 million percent or something like that for Garnacho.
Thank God we weren't in there, mate.
Imagine if we signed Garnacho. Can you imagine the fan base? Imagine the scene.
I wouldn't be so safe yet because we've still got deadline day for Hincapie, right? Hincapie or Nicholas Jackson or someone like that, or Sancho still coming.
Last time I read that
I think we're avoiding them though, because I think Jackson's going buying somewhere and Hincapie's going somewhere.
You can breathe easily, to be honest.
Yeah. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, Allegri and Milan. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. And apparently as well, Bayern Munich are looking into Jackson.
Yeah. I think they'll get Jackson.
Fingers crossed in all ways, shapes, and forms. Like we don't get those players. It's actually kind of wild if you come to think of it. But yeah, I actually just noticed that there are times when they play Champions League games. Like not the schedule, like when we play, but the actual times. Like let's just put it that way. The dates. Let's just say this like this. Exact order of Champions League matches.
Okay.
September 16th to 18th is match day 1. That is between Forest and Man City.
Wow.
That is between Forest and Man City. September 30th, October 1st. That is between Newcastle away and West Ham at home. Like it's not too bad. Not too bad. Obviously, then we have some easier schedules, so we have easier games. November. Oh, bloody hell. November 25th, November 26th, right? That is between Spurs at home and Chelsea away.
Oh, wow. Don't play Bayern Munich or something like that.
I think that might actually be rescheduled. Oh no, it won't be rescheduled. No man, I'm
No.
babbling. That is gonna be a nuts one. December 9th. That is between Villa and Wolves. Okay, that's easy.
Not too
January
bad.
21st. That is between Forest away and United at home.
Ooh.
And the last game is before Leeds, so that doesn't matter as well. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Obviously, depends which teams we play when. Yeah. Because if we get some unfavorable draws in those terms when we play certain teams, unless it's the same, if it goes in that order, it's all done and dusted. It's all done and dusted. It might get to that. Garnacho is toxic, but he's a good player. But the fact, would you take any of of all the Chelsea players? Just random question.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are not getting Palmer, right? Besides Palmer, who you're taking?
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto for me. I'm not.
In the shirt and put you on the pitch. Same thing. Same thing.
Nah, I rated Neto ever since he's at Wolves. To be fair, it's just obviously. I think we should have got him when he was at Wolves. Now I know he had that bit of injury record, but that's a great shout, Andrew. Yeah, Caicedo. Yeah, again another one we should have got before them lot. To be honest with you, but yeah, I mean when you look into their team, probably obviously as you said, no Palmer, Neto, Caicedo. I'm struggling after that, to be honest. Hato, yeah, that's a great shout. I think again that one we should have got. We should have got when he's at Ajax, man. I think he's top player for them. He's a really good sign. I don't know how he's going to do at Chelsea. I don't know how they're all going to sort of gel this season, but I think Hato, yeah, he would have been a really good signing. So maybe them three, you know.
Not too many, is it?
Nah, it's not because I mean Enzo. I mean he's all right, but
Correa. Depends on the system how we play, I guess.
I think he's definitely stepped up in, especially last season, and in Euros as well. He was good, wasn't he, for Spain at left back? But yeah, again, it depends on how we play with him, really. But honestly, out of the ones that really stand out, probably Caicedo, Neto, bro.
Yeah, big up Gary. Go subscribe to Gary as well, Arsenal fan.
Big up Gary.
But yeah, that's the thing. We don't go for top players. And that for me is one of the biggest things. We as a club, we should be acting like a big club. Hence why we should be going for their best players. Like
they do with us, right?
Exactly.
When they sign Ashley Cole from us.
They always send someone big from us. We sell them Ashley Coles, we sell them Nasris, Van Persies, and all them, man, and we get back Williams and Gallas and whoever we get back. Madueke, Sterling, Kepa,
David Luiz, Sancho Bob at centre back people.
Yeah, we always get those back. Like it's actually kind of insane. But we don't do that even the smaller teams. Obviously, we got Eze now, but besides that, we don't go for smaller team, better players. We never do that, and for me, that's also a big question. Why? Because other teams do it. Other Big Six teams do it. Even when they're in a worse situation like that, for me is a big. Could this change with Berta? Do you think Bert actually could do the job?
Overall as director now?
Yeah. Do you think there are shifts in the tides? Is he building the squad for Arteta, or is this also a partial squad building for next manager?
I hope it's sort of the latter there. Listen, in terms of like with Berta coming in, I was always confident, bro, because he's actually someone who knows what he's doing in this type of business, in his role as a director. Look at his track record at Atleti, and he was there for like 12, 13 years, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Worked with one of the most egotistical managers in world football, in Simeone. If you can work year in year out with that guy, then you have no problem, going wherever you want and sort of adapting. So I thought, looking at the time at Atleti, I was really excited when we finally got a new director who had the experience and he had a CV and he knew what he was doing. And I think he's showing some really good signs. And I think some of the players that he's got is from him. You think about Gyökeres, for example. That's clearly Berta signing for me, people.
Yeah, Arteta was that bad, 100%.
Arteta was twerking for Sesko for years, all right? At least 3 transfer windows. Yeah, after the Euros, he said no, he wanted to stay at Leipzig. In January, we even revisited, but they said he wanted 70 million. Again, this summer, it's all about Sesko. That was all Arteta people. But came in, he said, no, I wanted Gyökeres since Atletico Madrid. We're getting Gyökeres. Yeah. Gyökeres comes in. So I think he's getting, some of the players that he's wanted. And I think he's, I think he has a way of doing deals. It came out like he does many deals at once, like at the same time, and he has them there. Like he has them on hold, and he goes to another one, and he comes back to that one basically. So it's a very interesting way of thinking about it. I also think he's quite ruthless when it comes to transfers. Look how quick we got, and again, I know it came from the Havertz injury. Was we going to go for Eze? Probably not, but what was it? 5 hours, bro. Eze's done.
But do you think it's obviously it's Arsenal being reactive, not proactive once again?
Reactive,
but do you think that if Havertz doesn't get injured, we go for him?
No, this was my point. I was thinking this. I was like, the way how he was going around it, and again, we don't know obviously ins and outs, or like maybe we was gonna hijack him, but it didn't look that way. He did it. It didn't look that way because we saw Ethan sign a new deal, and talk was coming around that Arsenal sort of slow down the deal. And let's not forget, Eze agreed to go to Tottenham, didn't he? And why he did agree? Because he didn't think Arsenal was going in for him. Only when Havertz gets injured, as you said, we were more reactive. So on that one, yeah, I think it was to do with Havertz injury. If you don't get injured, I don't think we get Eze. I think we end the window like this personally. I think the way how Arsenal looked at it is, yeah, they was happy with what we got really. So I look at it like I still think he's got some things to really work on. Obviously, I'm happy with the contracts, getting Ethan signed, Gabriel signed. We still got a Saliba one there, though. Saliba's still lurking. Real Madrid is still lurking in the background for him. So we've got to try and get that one done. I think Saka needs to renew. But I'm still a bit disappointed, and I don't blame it all on Berta, but sending players, for example, I feel for him in that sense because he's probably walked into Arsenal, looks at the wage bill, and probably pissed himself laughing on how embarrassing it is, to be honest. Like the amount of wages, like he's like, who's Reece Nelson? How's this guy on collecting robbing us for $100 a week? Who's this? Like, it's crazy. So I think that's what he's got to try his best to do, is really get money for players and act a bit ruthless. But I think it's a good sign so far, and I think it is going to come to. He's more building for the next manager. The way I hope we look at it, and that's the big thing when we said about Edu. Was there enough power? Was Edu challenging Arteta enough? I feel like with Berta coming in, he should be that guy, have a bit of bollocks basically to go and challenge Arteta, and actually say, hold on a minute, I'm here now, right? These are the players that I want, like we did with Gyökeres, for example. So hopefully it keeps it up. And I think, yeah, he has to have that in mind. Like Arteta, he shouldn't. In my opinion, I don't know. I think you feel the same, Robbo, about the manager. He should have been gone a long time ago. Failure after failure, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I know, like, a director can't actually sack the manager, can they? It's obviously from.
It's not like USA. No.
It's from higher up, isn't it? It's from like from Cronkies, etc. Right now, I don't think they're going to do that. We'll see what happens this season.
If it goes south during the season, let's just say we are fourth with 12. Let's just say 10 points behind.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think he goes? Well, he's not going to leave himself, is it? He doesn't get the brown envelope payment bonus.
Mate, man's on what, 2 million in a year? He's a second highest paid manager in world football.
15.6 million.
Sorry, 15.6 million in a year he's on, right?
Yeah, he's fourth at the moment, given that in Zaghi at Saudi is getting the big dough, and 2 Saudi managers
in the Premier League. Who's is it? Only Pep Guardiola's higher than him. Yeah. So second highest paid manager in Premier League, people, right? He ain't leaving. Yeah. And the thing is, the Cronkies as well. I just feel like they have that standard of just top four. So if we win nothing again and he gets top 4, I think they keep him again. I think they keep him again, Robbo, mate. I think they keep him again. I really do. Having said that, I feel like the fans will wake up hot, like even some of these biggest.
Truly believe that they're gonna wake up.
I know you get some proper best looking Spaniard. We know it's Arteta FC and all that, but I feel like surely, if we win nothing again, you've got to actually sit around and say, nah, he's got
But
to go.
injuries, but PJ but this, but that. It's a conspiracy.
But he wanted Sesko over Gyökeres, and we got Gyökeres instead. It's a conspiracy theory and all this. Nah, man, we can't have that again for another season. As me and you said, he should have been gone a long time ago. In the honest opinion, people. But it'd be interesting to see what happens, bro. It really would. But I still look higher up, Robbo. I think these owners are just still the biggest issue in my opinion. Even though they have put money in, haven't they?
Yeah, for a change, 300 million. It is 300 million, isn't it? So it's actually kind of nuts. With Garnacho not being a Chelsea, how many years before we buy him? I think we're gonna sign Mudryk when he comes back from the ban.
Oh, could you? Oh, no. I know Andrew's in the chat and he's Ukrainian, but bro, Mudryk, Jesus Christ. They was all calling him the Ukrainian Neymar when we linked with him in January, people.
You? Madueke? Yeah. Or what?
Mudryk, the Ukrainian Neymar. I got told.
Oh, he's car park Neymar. I get called, I'm going to get this properly, Ukrainian League Gunner's cousin. I get called that. I don't know why, where, but I get called that.
Ukrainian League Gunner's cousin. Jesus.
It's wild. He won't go if he's second. If it's fourth and wins nothing, he goes. The thing is, he's not going to go himself. Let's be real.
No.
He needs to be let go. The question is, will they let him for one season just so they have to pay him less? Because sacking him now, it's like 30-odd million. At the end of the season, it's 15.
Yeah.
Are they saving 15 million on him? Are they maybe thinking about that? I have no idea. That is the biggest question. He's staying if he finishes 8th. Oh, bloody hell. If that happens, I will find you. Seriously, I will find you. We finish 8th and he stays. I think Josh is scared to get rid of him after how we were before him. Well, you have to take risks, isn't it? This whole business is about risks because you never know. You can even sign the best player in the world, but he gets injured and that's it, isn't it? Like, you have to take risks at some point. You have to gamble on something. Unfortunately.
No, my thing is like if we do get rid of him, I feel like they'll go with another young manager.
Like I don't want. Let's go back to Man City. They have a proper assistant manager. God knows who he is, but let's give him 6 years, $1 billion, and everything, and see how that goes, isn't it? Like,
exactly.
It's simple. Like, it's really simple. But like, no, I want a proper manager. I cannot deal with these kindergarten graduates getting CEO positions at the firm.
I feel like all the fans would want Fabregas. If
I see that, but I need Fabregas to do something before.
Yeah,
he's done great stuff with Como already. Like,
he's doing superb with them. Yeah, man. Fair play to the guy, but I still want to go for him. Like, I'm sorry, like you got to go for the big guys now, man. Like the guys who have won, like they've proved it, man. Like, I think I would have loved someone like Antonio Conte. He saw it Napoli. Yeah. You don't say it often. I get you don't say often at these clubs. Yeah, it's probably his last season at Napoli, and he'd go somewhere else. I love someone like Conte at Arsenal, man, because he's a serial winner.
Yeah, but obviously, does he want to work with Berta, though? They had a bit of a beef as well towards the end part because they signed some players over Berta's head and everything because Berta and Gyökeres Alvarez apparently was signed over Berta's head. Like, they went over him to get Alvarez at the time, if I'm not mistaken. I read something like that. So, will they want to work together again?
Wait, who's this?
Simeone.
Simeone. Mate, yeah, that's true. That's true, to be fair. I didn't actually know that they had beef. Like not
well,
beef.
It's not like not beef, but apparently they signed him like that. Like they apparently did that, and it kind of was a bit.
Maybe it was one of those ones where, like, I mean, but it was there for how many years? Maybe he just had to move. Like,
sick of it, maybe.
Yeah, maybe one of those ones. So, no, I'd love Simeone at Arsenal, man. Like, I think he's top, like elite. I mean, I know he's not really delivered in a lot of silverware recently for Atleti. I think it's been quite a few seasons without. But the way how he's turned him into like this type of club where he's gone La Ligas against Barca. He's won La Ligas against Barca, Real Madrid's at their top.
Yeah.
He should have won a Champions League as well. I feel like to make Simeone that elite,
Yeah,
he would have won one of those finals. He got so close, like
But
flipping.
Ramos was clutch and everything in the last seconds and
He got to
everything.
quite a few Champions League finals. He's won quite a few European trophies as well.
He beat us in them.
Yeah, he did to win that Europa League as well. I love Simeone as the character as well of Simeone.
He's not gonna mesh well with Kroenkes though, is he?
That's the thing. That's the thing, man. That's the thing.
But the fireworks would be kind of nice to watch. Like you get your Contes or something or Jose's who call out all this stuff. That would be a cinema and a half. You can make a full docu series on that. Yeah. To be honest, Xavi is one for available. I wanted Nagelsmann.
Xavi. I mean, what he won Barca La Liga, didn't he?
He did.
And then he actually realized, hold on a minute, I ain't good enough to take this team to. And then he stepped down.
He stepped down. He let pretty much. Luis Enrique's on 9.1 million though. He gets
Enrique, mate.
Like, wouldn't be nice at Arsenal. Imagine how many chances Dauman and Vanjeri would get under him. Looking at how he plays Barcelona.
Look how he did it. Yeah.
Hey guys, if we sign Piero, should we play over Calafiori? That is for me the big thing, because in the Leeds game at least, as much as Calafiori was pushing forward, I saw Declan Rice dropping back at times to the left back position. For me, the question is, will we do the same against Salah? Because no matter who we have at left back, whether it's MLS or whether it's Calafiori, we gonna get cooked. And I don't want to see Timber there, because we don't. Ben White is a hole at the moment, and let's be real, since injury he hasn't been the same. Much rather see him at the right back, so he plays for there. So the left back position for me is a big worry. Even though Salah also hasn't hit his stride yet, he looks very, very shadow of himself what he was last year at the moment, at least. But who you play as left back?
See, again, it's all about what this Piero guy, how good this guy actually is. What I see
First game instantly. Imagine you sign him on Thursday, bang, Sunday.
Wow.
Against Salah instantly.
Wow. Yeah. I've always been with Kala. I've always I think more a centre back. That's where he plays for Italy quite a bit, and he looks very, very good there defensively. He looks a lot more sharper as a centre back. But I feel like, why are we playing left back? Because it's the way how he goes forward, isn't it? And the way how always drift into the midfield, and how Arteta wants to use Kala. So yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be Kala. I like Lewis Kelly a lot at left back. I just think, again, it comes to the whole positional side of things. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point from Most Wanted. He did a good job against Salah last season, to be fair. I think even when we played Tomiyasu a few years ago against Salah, he locked him up at left back. So
yeah, but that was a brilliant move as well. The diagonals didn't work because he's tall. He can read that. Salah loves to cut in, and he cuts in on Tomiyasu's strong foot. That was the prime. That was the prime non-injury Yasu.
Non-injury, and then man went missing after that for a good year or so. People.
Yeah, but that was like, he was at that point where Ben White was injured or out, and it was like a spell of a month, 2 months, where he looked so good. I actually didn't want Ben White at right back anymore. He looked that good. The kneecaps gave out.
But yeah, it is what it is. But I like with a left back, I just. You can see it behind me, that the number 3, Tierney shirt. We should have kept him, man. We should have kept we had a proper out and out, one of the most complete left backs there was. People, we had everything going forward, defensively, had the mentality, right? I wish he was captain personally, right? At the end of the day, and the cross, that guy can cross a ball, man, proper.
Tierney properly,
proper, man, and defensively as well. This guy was physical, rock solid at the back. So. I kind of wish we went back to just having a natural left back there. And I really feel like that would help the left side out a lot more if it's Martinelli or Eze, whoever plays there, right? Having someone overlapping like we did on the right with Timber and Saka, for example, I feel like could really, because you and I, everyone knows that left-hand side needs something. It needs to be, it's dead. It's like, bro, there's nothing there, bro. Like, it needs something to just, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just something where we can get like a few years ago, for example, like when we had the Martinelli 22-23 season, wherever it was, right?
Yeah.
Scoring goals for fun. That's what we need. Again, we need that free flying football, and that obviously we see a glimpse of it on the right, but then you got Saka getting tripled up on every single game, and when he don't perform, then we've got nothing on the left. So we need someone there who can really overlap and give another option, and hopefully it will improve the left wing as well. So right now for the Liverpool game, I mean, who'd you go? Maybe Lewis Skelly, but I think Arteta goes with Calla again, 3 games in a row.
Most likely, because he's been very. I'm not decent actually going forward. Plus, he scored a goal. He had an assist and everything. He's kind of on a form, you would argue, to some extent at the moment. Obviously, if he goes slowly, I know that's after it doesn't matter, to be honest. But I don't know. Like that left side in general is always shapes and forms screwed up, no matter how you look at it. If Slagers wins the league or not a Champions League, would you give her the men's job?
Yep. What phase is Renee Slagers in, mate? 5 months into the women's, and she wins us a Champions League. Yeah,
against
she plays
Barcelona as well, and Lyon
against 2 of the best teams. Like they're the equivalent to the men of I don't know Real Madrid and the flipping PSG last season. That's how good they are. Lyon women won it 8 times, the Champions League. Barca had all the Ballon d'Or winners, Bonmati, Pateles. Yeah, like they're one of the best teams in women's football, and she'd done them in 5 months into the job. Yeah, big up Renee Slagers, top manager. Swap the managers around. Let Arteta manage the women and give Renee the job.
More squeezing lemons for the women. That would be taken all the wrong ways, to be honest. We cannot do that. At this age, we cannot do that even. Timber was predominantly playing as a left and started for Arsenal in the left back role as well. To be honest, he did.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah.
Until he got that injury. Again, played injured until he fully done his ACL. How did medical staff didn't see that as well as like joke thing? See if can trade Manam for Odegaard. Yeah,
Manam, big up Manam.
Chloe Kelly on the right now. Why not?
And Chloe Kelly, Russo, crazy people.
We need Williamson at center back if push comes to shove. If Saliba gets injured, put in, just do it. Pause. But it's actually kind of nuts how much success our women's team has had compared to our men's team, and women's team is like 80 years younger than our men's team or something like that, and they have much more bigger trophies. They won Champions League twice. We've been to finals once. We've been to finals only once. Like that says a lot, doesn't it? Like it's actually kind of insane. But I don't know. This season, I don't know. The expectations for me this season is top 4 battle. I don't know why, but I just in the season I was looking at this, thinking about this before SA, obviously, but still, it's a top 4 battle. I like that title thing, as great as it sounds. I just cannot shake that weird feeling that we're gonna screw it up, because we have this tendency to shoot ourselves in the foot, no matter how you look at it, at the most important time against the worst opposition possible in terms of the strength, and it just goes south real quick afterwards.
Yeah,
just put it that way. Like I don't know, it's a weird one. Do you think we're gonna win the league?
Oh, my FIFA career mode, bro, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
FIFA career mode, though.
Yeah, mate, I want the quadruple, mate, the other week on career mode. Nice one, but I have like we have a striker in Gyökeres. We've got Eze coming in now. I feel like we've got a very good squad there. As I said, I want one more left winner. Hopefully, we can get that towards the end. But even if we don't get that, I still think we've got a really good squad. Just comes back, and it's not really an agenda. People can call it an agenda. It just comes back to the manager, bro. It comes back to Arteta. That's where it all cycles back to. For me, has he got it in him to take us over the line? And I think he's proved that he can't do that. To be honest with you, people, we've got to positions where we've came really, really close. You think about 8-point clear, capitulated. You think about the season after, Villa capitulated. You think about last season, went completely wrong last season, didn't it? Even in the Champions League, being Real Madrid, we all got giddy about it, but then PSG happened, okay? So I just feel like the manager, has he got it in him to win the Premier League? I don't see it right now, and I'm willing, if he does it, hold my hands up completely. Yeah, I'll be proved wrong. Yeah, fair play to the guy, but I'm just
Good.
not that confident with the manager right now. I think we've got a good squad. I just think, yeah, he needs to change it up completely. He needs to find a way to change it up completely. Um, Obviously against some of these lower league, like these low block team sizes as well, is going to be the big thing. I think we did all right against Leeds in terms of like, we in the end won 5-0. But if you look at that first half an hour, they really proved that many teams are going to do that. They're going to come back. What they did last season, sit back, low block it. That's where we tend to really, really struggle. And
We
if
had
a team,
Odegaard on then.
yeah,
Then he came off. Like, it's kind of weird that it coincided with that, but
yeah,
just saying.
I just feel if a team is like got a good manager who's like well organized and has a good structure, and they come to the Emirates with and defend really well, that's where we really get caught out, sort of thing. And also, I think last season, end product, even when we did have chances. Now we hope that's going to change with Gyökeres down the middle. But again, we have to play Eze as well. But we have to play to these players' strengths. We have to play to Gyökeres' strengths. A few times we've shown we haven't done that. I think Leeds, he made that goal himself. I thought, fantastic bit of skill. So if we play to his strengths, I think, he will score goals for fun. It's Gyökeres, we're talking about people. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of want it where we win, and it's not the be all end all, but I kind of want it, win the Carabao Cup in February, for example. Take that competition seriously for once, because we won it twice in the history. I want to go and win that. Okay, win that in February. Have this team actually experience something where they win together.
Yeah.
Because our last team that won the FA Cup, one player's left, isn't it? And that's
from the final. No.
From the final. From the
Martinelli was injured. Saka was benched.
Martinelli was injured. Saka was he benched? Saka?
Yeah, because Maitland-Niles played right wing back, and Tierney was playing left wing back, lobbing the balls over the top, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah. And then I think only Reece Nelson. So majority of this team, like, they have not experienced winning nothing together, absolutely nothing. So we need something like that. And then I look at like Pep Guardiola. I think his first trophy with Man City was a League Cup, wasn't it? Pep, and I think it might have been Klopp as well. I think was, or maybe not. No, I think it might be Mourinho at Chelsea. I think he was a League Cup as well.
This was the squad.
Yeah, this was a squad. Tierney's gone now. Everyone's gone. Everyone's gone from that side. Check the bench as well quickly.
Socrates, Eddie, Kolasinac, Torreira, Nelson, Willock.
Saka.
Saka is on the bench. He never came on. Nelson on the bench and never came on.
Saka and Nelson, the only two that are left in the FA Cup team. They've actually won together. Yeah. So listen, go win the Carabao Cup in February. Use that momentum and then go for the Premier League, hopefully. But as I said, I just feel like I'm not confident with this manager, bro. Real talk. I think the squad's actually there. Almost, I think.
Stuff with the squad,
yeah. Right? You look at that defense. Like, this is since I've been alive. I've won in 07. I never got to see Tony Adams. I never got to see Sol Campbell. I never got to see these mad defenders. For me, this is one of the best defense I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't know about yourself, Rob. I don't know about people in the chat. It must have been a long time though that we've seen two centre backs like Saliba and Gabriel. Like, we had Koscielny. I thought
Mertesacker, Marlon, Mustafi, Luiz, Jenkinson.
We've been through it quite a bit. Pablo Mari, yeah, Pablo. we've been through it, to be fair.
Squillaci, Senderos, and all them.
Oh, Senderos, Squillaci, wow. But for me, Gabriel and Saliba together, one of the best I've seen in terms of partnerships, Premier League, European wise as well, I think. And then you got the fullbacks. I know that left back's still a bit iffy, but that right back with Timber, So I feel like, we got that good defense that we have to win Premier League or Champions League this season, people. We have to do it. I don't. Where's the excuses going to come from if we don't win it again? I know they'll think of something, Robbo. Don't worry, man.
There will be goalposts that are going to get moved no matter how you look at it. Like,
yeah.
It's going to happen. Okay, 1 minute each as I'm about to wrap up. Liverpool thoughts and predictions.
1-0 Arsenal from a set piece.
Set piece again. Ole.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you really think we're going to keep a clean sheet?
Nah. I'll take anything, honestly, because we ain't won there since 2012, Robbo. Like,
It's been
it's at
13
Anfield.
years. It's nice. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Real talk. I think a draw, guys. To be honest with you, I hate to be that guy on the fence. 1-1 draw for me.
1-1. Interesting. To be honest, I have no idea. I am between 2-2 draw
Yeah, there's been a lot of those. Yeah.
or 2-1 loss. I think we might score first, then we're gonna sit back as Mikel Arteta always does, and it's gonna bite us the big one. I can see also that happening because it's been our usual theme song against these people, against the big teams when we are not confident, because we are not confident when we play, especially Liverpool and City, because we always go there, we try to play or we park the bus.
Yeah.
And it's never like we take game to them, we invite them to take the game to us at the end of the day.
If there's anything like last season, do you remember Anfield last season? We came back, didn't we? But we was 2-0 down, right?
Yeah.
If we do that again, I think it could be a field day for Liverpool.
Yeah, but Liverpool now are more shaky. That is the only drawback why I can see us getting goals and maybe winning, but I'm not predicting that as of yet. I kind of cannot, based on our experience in our past. With
It's just Anfield, though, isn't it, man?
It's impossible for me
Anfield.
at the moment. But yeah, people, I think on that note, we got to end today's stream. Big up Josh for coming on. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for the invite, man.
Go subscribe to him. His link is in the title. Shout your thing out, by the way. Shout your thing out yourself. What you have
thank you,
plans and everything.
Nah, thanks, Robbo. Really enjoyed the show today. And I said at the start, I hope we can do many, many more of these, my friend, on both channels as well. Big up the amazing chat as well. And thanks for all the support on Robbo's channel, guys. But yeah, I do very similar to what Robbo does. You know, daily Arsenal content. I have daily shows, so we talk about all the news. I do previews, watch-alongs, and get other I do podcasts. I do all of that, and I just hit 15K yesterday. So thank you, man. Thank you so much, everyone who subbed and supported the channel as well. So yeah, I'll just be building up this sort of Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the big Liverpool game. We're gonna have a few Liverpool fans on, and yeah, probably do like a watch on for the game and review as well. So that's what I've got coming up, man. But really enjoyed it, man. Thanks so much for the invite, Robbo, once again. Bless up, bro. Big up
for coming on. Thank you for taking your time as well. Big up the legendary chat. Like and subscribe, people. But for today, we're going to be signing off. So have a nice evening. Have a nice day tomorrow. Enjoy Friday. And hopefully we get some positive news tomorrow. Literally, hopefully. So yeah, take care, people. Peace.